Nurullah from Abu Dhabi. Today, I would like to take you through briefly about one of the most interesting, useful, and effective formula in Microsoft Excel, which is a great alternate for a VLOOKUP function, especially when you have a situation where the lookup value in the database is in the right hand side and the data that you are going to fetch from the database is located in the left hand side of the lookup value. Normally in VLOOKUP, you have the lookup value in the left hand side and the data that you are looking for is in the right side of the lookup value. If it is vice versa, normally people are doing a workaround of copy pasting or cut pasting the value to the right side of the lookup value. You don't need to do that anymore. Just watch this small brief and practice it. Hello, good evening friends. This is Nurullah from Abu Dhabi. Today I would like to brief you about a small, effective but useful alternate option for VLOOKUP. In VLOOKUP, you have the lookup value in the left hand side and the data that you are going to fetch is in the right hand side of the lookup value. But what if you have the lookup value in the right hand side and the data that you need to get is in the left hand side of the lookup value? Here comes the index and match function, which is an effective alternate for VLOOKUP function. And this will help you overcome a situation where you can use two functions, index and match, for you to be able to fetch the desired value despite the fact that the lookup value is in the right hand side. And let me explain you how this can be done. So this is a dummy data basically, and here you are seeing a random sample of random employees from the dummy database, and I put the employee name on the right hand side, the file number I put. When you see the dummy database, the employee name is on the right hand side and the file number is left to the employee name. So in this situation, how you can use VLOOKUP? Try VLOOKUP. Let me type the VLOOKUP, and you are putting the employee name, and then you are selecting the whole you are trying to select the whole data range to try to get that, but you could not figure out how to do that because the lookup value is in the right hand side. The data that you are going to find out is in the right hand side. The lookup value is in the left. So in this case, okay, let me explain you how you can do. Type this index. Index is a separate function. You are instructing the Excel to index what you need here in this column, file number. So you need to index the whole file number data sequence, the cell range. Which is the file number. Once you select that, put $sign by clicking the F4 button, and then comma. This is index. You are going to instruct Excel to index what? Okay, it is agreed. Against what? What is the criteria? Here comes the match. Type match, open the bracket, and go back to the table in the first rows. Then this is the name, Shaheen Khan Ali Asgar is the name that you would like Excel to match in the whole employee names database. So basically you are instructing Excel to find out the file number for the employee name that you are matching now. So you are selecting the whole data range for employee name and put F4, comma 0, close bracket, again close bracket, and that's it. Yeah, now you can easily get the file number similar to how you get it from the VLOOKUP, although the lookup value is in the right hand side and the data you are desiring to get is in the left hand side. See, then replicate to all the cells. See, so basically I'm again explaining index. You are asking Excel to index or find from the column of B file number after matching the employee's name from this table, which is in the left hand side, that name I4 comma, then go to the database again and select the whole employee name data range and comma, then 0 for absolute value, exact match, and that's it. So this is an easy and effective solution for you guys to be able to fetch this value with no hassle. Not only this, even in general for a normal situation where the lookup value is in the left and the data that you are going to find is in the right hand side, you can both use VLOOKUP and also index match in a normal situation itself. I will also explain shortly. So normally how you do a VLOOKUP, normally the people who may not know this index match, they will simply copy the file number next to employee name for them to be able to use the VLOOKUP. This is a workaround, but as long as you know and you are aware of index match, you are not required to do that. You can straight away use index match without having to do any workaround. Okay, now again VLOOKUP and index match. I'm doing a small comparison. See, there is a random file numbers from the dummy full database. So I'm doing a VLOOKUP now to find out the position for the required file number, which is a very normal VLOOKUP function. So lookup value, then the data array, then column index number, and sorry, there is one column index number I forgot to put. Let me redo it by selecting the range again. Select the data range again, then column index number. After F4 with the $, put column index number 3, then 0 for exact match, then OK. This is a normal VLOOKUP. The same thing in a normal situation, you can do it through index match, similar to how I explained just a while ago. Do the same index. What you need to index? You need to index the position, meaning you need to find the position. From where? Go to the dummy database, select the entire column of position, put $F4, then match. Match what? You have to go back to the table with the random file number, select the file number, put comma, and go back to the dummy database and select the entire range of file number and put comma and the exact match 0. That's it. This is also returning the same value. As you see, you can replicate the whole. It is coming, it is fetching the right values. So both here VLOOKUP and index match are doing the same function, but VLOOKUP is more handy because it is one function. In index match there are two functions. So everyone would tend to use the VLOOKUP because it is straightforward and easy. But when you have the lookup value in the right hand side and the data that you need to fetch is in the left hand side, you don't need to do a workaround and simply use the index match function with no hassle, and which is straightforward also in this situation. Hope this video must have been of interest to you. Hope you learned a new thing today. Practice this, guys. At the end, Excel is like a ocean, automating and VBA macros and shortcuts, and there are so many stuff that we need to learn from Excel on a day-to-day basis. But it's not only that we are learning, we need to practice it. The moment you learn, if you don't practice, you will tend to forget. So practice it.